Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the normalization concepts and types of normalization. So what is a normalization? Normalization is a process of organizing the data in database to avoid data redundancy and insertion anomaly, updation anomaly, and the deletion anomaly. Or we can say that normalization is a technique of organizing the data into multiple related tables to minimize data redundancy. Then you would have asked the question like, what is data redundancy? Or why should we reduce the data redundancy from the tables? So actually, data redundancy means just simply it is the repetition of data. So the repetition of data will use many storage space in our system, correct, or in from our database. So that availability of the spaces is occupied by the repeated data. So that way, if we are just wasting the memory, as well as the same data is repeatedly storing in many places, that will be making more effort to update or delete or insert some data. So that's why we are trying to reduce the redundant data from the tables. Or we can say that we are trying to reduce the redundancy of data or to reduce the repetition of data from the database. Okay. So there are different types of normalizations are available. They are first normal form, second normal form, third normal form, Boise code normal form, fourth normal form, and fifth normal form. So today we are going to focus only on the first two normal form, that is first normal form and second normal form. So what is the rule or what is the concepts of the first normal form? The first normal form is enforces some criteria. They are, it should eliminate or we should eliminate repeating groups in individual tables and create a separate table for each set of related data. Identify each set of related data with a primary. In a simple way, we can say that in the first normal form, the table attributes or the table values should be atomic. Atomic means what? Only a single value can be stored in a particular tuple or particular record or particular attribute. Okay. So that means only one single value should be stored in a particular attribute or particular column. The multi-valued attribute is not allowed in the first normal form as per the first normal form in the tables. So if suppose any one of the column in the table is having more than one value, then it is not in the first normal form. We have to avoid such a situation and we have to allow only one value can be stored in a attribute. So how we can do all these things? If suppose a table is not in the first normal form, how we can make it into first normal form? So this is one example. You can see that this is a table. Okay, this is a table. Table name is table product. Okay, this is a product table, and the product table having product ID, color, and the price columns. So you can see that one. The values are written here in the product ID 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, unique and atomic. Okay. Then color column, you can see that one in the first column itself, black and red values are given, and then green, red, green and blue, then black. That means this column, color column having more than one value. Okay, in each row, there are more than one value. That means multi-values are available for that particular attribute color. Then you can see here price, unique values only available, and these all are atomic values. So what is the first normal form? As per the first normal form, the table attribute should not contain multi-valued attribute. The table should contain, or the table attribute should be atomic. Correct? Then we can say that this table product is not in the first normal form because the column or the attribute color having more than one value, or the attribute color having multi values. Okay, so then if we are understanding that this product is not in a first normal form, or it is not normalized, then the next step is that we have to normalize the table in the first normal form. Okay, so what has to be done? Now we have three ways or three methods are available to make it into first normal form. We can, first one is we can add one more column here, one more column in the existing table, and we can name it the columns like color 1 and color 2. That is one method. Another method is we can decompose these two tables into two and make the color as a table itself. Okay, that is another way. And one more way is maybe the repeated value will come here like 1 black 210, 1 red 210, like that we can split it, or we can increase the rows in that particular table, existing table. These are the three ways. By applying, or by these three ways, we can make the existing table into the normal form. So now I will stop share and I will explain with another example. So see, suppose I'm taking an example of student table. I'm taking an example of student table. Then here, suppose there are roll number, then name, then course. Okay, I think this will be very easy to understand. So there are one table is there, student table, and there are three columns are there, or three attributes are there for the table student. So the roll number will be 1. Then the name of the student will be Sai, and suppose the course will be they are studying C and C++. Suppose. Okay. Then the roll number 2 now is studying only one subject, that is Java. And the third student studying two subjects, Java and C. Okay, suppose this is a table, student, roll number, name, and courses are there. This way, this is as per the concept, this is true, correct? The student roll number is given, student name is given, and one student can select any number of courses, or one student can study any number of courses. As per the concept, this is true, or this is correct. But as per the normalization rule, this is not correct, and we can say that the table is not normalized. Why it is not normalized, or why it is not following the first normal form rules? As per the first normal form rules, all the column attributes or all the table attributes should contain only atomic values. But here is the course attribute of the table student having more than one value. like here C, C++, Java or C, like that more than one value is stored in that particular attribute course. So we have to make it into atomic values. How we will make it into atomic values? As per the first method, roll number, I'm creating again name. This is our table. Okay. So I make it as the first way how we can make it into first normal form. The first value is 1. Then what is that? Sai. The student name is Sai and he is studying C language. Okay. Then again I am creating the same student record. Sai. Then the course is C++. Again the second student. Ram is studying only one subject, that is Java. There is no problem. And the third student, the third student is studying again 2 subjects. So we have to make 2 entries for that student. So this is how we can make it into normalized form. In this thing, all the column values or all the attribute are having only one value, single value or atomic values only. Then there will be a small problem array. In this method or in the earlier table, we can take the primary key, which one? The roll number, because the roll number is able to identify uniquely each row in the table. So the roll number, we can take it as a primary key. But here, how we can take the roll number as a primary key? The primary key value should be unique, correct? So your roll number is not unique. The roll number 1 is repeating 2 times and 2 is 1, and again the roll number 3 is repeating 2 times. So alone, the roll number alone, if we are taking, we cannot take it as a primary key. So here we can take a composite key, like we can select 2 values or 2 attribute values together and make it as a primary key. So we can take roll number plus course. Correct? Roll number and name should not be a good primary key because name also may be repeated. But course it will be unique. Correct? So we can select roll number plus course as a primary key. What will be the primary key here? Roll number plus course. So this is one way we can make as a primary, make it as in the normal form. And again, there is another way is available, that is the second way how we can convert into normal form, the first table. So roll number will be there, correct? Name will be there and course will be there. How we can make it? We can divide or we can multiply or we can add different rows in the same table. We don't want to make it a new table. From the same table we can make new rows. That is another way. How means here we can make it course 1 and we can add one more we can add one more column here, course 2. So roll number here side, then course what is C, then the next course he is going to study C++, and roll number 2. What subject is going to study? Java alone. Then here what will happen? If that student is studying only one subject, there is no second subject, then we have to put null there. Okay. Then 3, what is the student name? Then what are the subjects they are studying? Java and C. Okay. Suppose this is another second way of converting the first table into normalized format. But here there is a small problem will arise. What is that? If suppose the student is going to study only one subject, means the remaining places or the second course place will be null. That means maybe in many places we have to store the null values. So null values means what? It is not available or it is unassigned. Correct? Null values means it is unassigned or unavailable or not knowing that value of that particular attribute. So like that, null values will be stored in many places, and here also we are wasting the space, the storage space of the database. So this is not a good way of converting it into the normalized form. So now, we should not follow this method, because we have to utilize memory, and we have to reduce the redundancy of the data. So we can go for another method, the third way of converting it into normalized form. Here in the third way, or in third method, we are dividing the table into two. Okay, so the first table contains the first table will be containing only roll number and name of the student. Okay, the student. So we will enroll the details. I go. Okay, the student table is done. Again, we have to make what another table. That table should contain the course details. Along with the course details, we have to tell which student is going to study that particular course. Either the student ID we have to give, or roll number we have to give, or the name. So if we are giving the name, means it will be repeated, correct? There will be many Ram, many Sai, etc. in a class. So we can go for the roll number. The roll number will be unique to the student. So we can add here roll number only, roll number and the course details. Okay. So here what we will do, if one student is studying different courses, we can add the rows like this. C. First student is studying C. Okay. Again, the same student can study another subject. There is no problem. Plus plus. Again, 2. The roll number 2 is going to study Java alone. Again, 3. The roll number 3 is going to study Java. And again, 3 is going to study C. Okay. So, here we can say that in the first table, roll number will be the primary key, and this roll number primary key field we are going to refer into the second table, or we are going to take into the second table. So in the second table, the first column roll number, we are referring the base table, this one, or the first table. So here this roll number will be the foreign key. Okay. Here the roll number will be the foreign key, and the primary key of this table will be roll number plus course. Okay, the primary key of this table will be roll number alone. In the base table, the primary key of the roll number will be the first column, roll number alone. And here in the second table, the primary key will be roll number plus course. Then only we can uniquely identify. Okay, this is how we can convert into the normal form. So normally we are preparing the first method and the third method. The second method is not appropriate because many places we will fill null values. That is not a good method or good way to insert the data. So the second method is not preferable, but the first method and the third method is preferable to convert a table into normal form.